So can you tell us something about the crewing of the tanks and the conditions inside? It must have been pretty horrendous inside
Yes.
the steel box.
Yes, absolutely. There were 8 crew. They were essentially split into the driving crew and the weapons crew. There was a commander, a driver and 2 gearsmen, and so the driver and the commander sat in the forward part of the hull, and when it came to wanting to turn a corner, the commander would yank on the brake lever, which would apply the brakes to whichever track he was trying to brake, and then the tank would very slowly, in a long, large arc, would be able to turn. For any sharp turns that they needed to make, the commander would have to signal the gearsman, who would then, depending on which way they wanted to turn, one side would put their track in their gear and their track into neutral, and then the other driver would put his in fast forward, and the tank would then basically be able to turn on its own dimensions.
So what sort of speeds are we talking about here?
For the Mark 1s and even up to the Mark 5s, really, they never achieve anything really more than 6 miles an hour.
And that would be on good ground as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So over really rough, boggy ground, you're probably looking 2-3 miles an hour.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, that's right. So the need for speed, though, is kind of not really a requirement for those particular tanks. The way they're being used is they're meant to maintain very close distance to their infantry units that they're fighting with. The idea of a tank being a breakthrough weapon that causes havoc in the rear lines is something they were hoping to achieve, and later designs do in fact achieve that. There's an entirely separate tank design called the Whippet, which is much faster, much smaller, and is able to perform that punch through, breakthrough roll and getting behind.
But that's a couple of years down the track, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So.